Today, on Beyond, she calls her dream hell.
It was really, really scary. It was frightening to me.
What does it really mean, and why does she keep having it? But first, identical twins Alison and Melanie Barber were known as the Dupri Twins in the fast-paced, hot-blooded world of modeling. They caused a sensation with their sexy look-alike images splashed across magazines and calendars. The twins had just signed a deal with Hugh Hefner to appear in Playboy and were celebrating when the unthinkable happened.
A couple hours later, I just thought it was really weird that she didn't even get up to go to the bathroom or anything.
Allison found Melanie dead of alcohol poisoning on their bathroom floor.
And so I flipped her over and she was totally stiff and blue.
The Playboy deal fizzled, and without her twin sister, Allison lost everything, and her life fell apart.
I want to know if she's in heaven and if she's okay and if I'll ever see her again. When I die and I go to heaven.
Using his extraordinary psychic ability to communicate with spirits, he's transformed lives by unlocking mysteries and sharing secrets from the other side. James Van Praagh, best-selling author, renowned medium, and your connection to the world beyond.
Hi, Allison, right?
Yes.
Right? I know you lost your sister, yes?
My identical twin sister.
Identical twin sister.
Yes.
And she died of alcohol poisoning, is that right?
Yes,
Okay.
April 21st.
Oh, wow. Just this year?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, well, let's see. I feel her behind you, but I felt her as soon as I sat down. I really did. And there's also a man that she's with, okay? I'm not sure if it was a grandfather she's met over there, okay? Because I don't think you knew him. I don't think you knew him. Understand? Because she says, we didn't know him.
No.
We didn't know him. Did she want to get a tattoo? Wasn't talking to you and her about getting a tattoo or something?
I just got a tattoo of her name.
Thank you. She wants to thank you for doing that. Amazing how that works. Okay. So there's a grandfather that took care of her when she came over. Okay. I don't know. I don't see a grandmother. There could be one there, but I'm not picking her up. But there's definitely this grandfather feeling here with her, okay, who you did not know she's talking about. So she got to meet him again. And I wanted to go with a scholarship. There's a scholarship or a scholarship fund. Something like this? What does this mean?
A great uncle that died left money for my sister and I to go to college.
Okay.
And I've been using it, but I haven't.
You haven't finished it yet?
I haven't finished.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So you got to go back and do that. I think you will.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Now, I'm going to tell you something which is really interesting. I don't know if you ever wanted to study medicine.
I was going to be a medical assistant.
There you go. Okay. She's telling me this. Your sister's telling me this, all right?
She didn't know that before.
Well, she knows it now. She's your biggest fan. She's your biggest fan. And she's telling me we're so connected that when she died, you knew it. You knew it. Now, she's showing me a bathroom, and I don't know if she was found in a bathroom.
The night before, I was sick, and she was taking care of me in it.
Okay, you were in the bathroom being sick. Okay, just for you to know the evidence. Go on. Oh, is that right? Well, that's really weird. She's telling me that you guys had to watch out for the weirdos. And she said you always had problems with weirdos. That's how she's putting it, the weirdos.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and I'm going to tell you something which is it's common in twins, too, in brother and sister too, but you know, especially when there's twins and one passes over, that the person in spirit and the person on the earth, they were so close that they still, in some way, there's a symbiotic relationship, that they still experience things together, but in different places. And like she can help you out where she is, and she's watching you and helping you too. And you're helping her too by the way you live your life, okay? So I gotta tell you that, all right? She's funny. And a drawer, with the rest of her stuff, a drawer. Mm-hmm. And after this show, I'll tell you some other things she's telling me, which I'm not gonna say on camera, sorry. But I'm gonna say some other things which are private between you and her, which
okay.
I'm gonna respect that, all right? I understand that, but she's also talking to me about here with clothes of hers that you have, and you want to wear her clothes. I don't know if you're going to wear something of hers today, but there was thought about it or something?
Her ashes.
Her ashes are, oh, no, okay.
Yeah, but also...
She said her clothes, she didn't say the ashes.
With her clothes, Yeah.
You have some tops of hers or something?
Yeah, I wear some of her clothes sometimes. I don't feel bad. I don't
no,
know why.
You know, she wants you to. She wants you to. And take the shoes and the boots. And so a whole bunch of boots and shoes.
Yeah,
and
she had so
I think the
many
two of
shoes.
you were either living together or going, is that right? Did you live together or going to get a place together? Or?
We were living together
Okay.
in an apartment, but
Good.
no, but then we moved back in with my parents after, because we were modeling and
Okay,
we were
I
just
love
never
you guys,
home.
you know what, I love when you guys live together. She's talking about that, and she had the best time. When we used to live together, we had the best time, okay? Really, it's great, it's great. You will have kids. You will. She's telling me you will. And she said we used to talk about that.
Yeah, I was worried about it. I thought I couldn't.
No, you will. You're going to have kids. She's telling me to tell you that. I keep on seeing 2. So you have 2 kids. This is what she's giving me here. Must be in God's plan, huh? Yeah. I understand that. She's telling me that she's sorry that she didn't take care of herself better. And she wants you to learn from her mistake. Okay? She wants you to learn from her mistake. And she keeps on saying, I'm sorry I left you this way. Okay. I'm going to tell her that. She wants to tell you that she's moving things in the bedroom. I know you've suspected this, you understand? Mm-hmm. And she said she's been moving things around, and there's a bookshelf or something, and she's been pushing something in the bookshelf or over the bookshelf, okay? Mm-hmm. Is that in the room that you're sleeping in?
There's a bookshelf in her room.
In her room. Watch it, because she's moving it. She's doing something there, okay? I'm going to tell you there's a new job coming for you. Don't worry about it. She's talking about it. A new job is coming for you. Okay. So don't be depressed about that, about work, because you're going to have it. Mm-hmm. And she's working, oh God, she's like an agent of yours now. She can now be like an agent of yours. She's going to take care of you, all right? And she says lullaby, so lullaby, something lullaby.
The song by Sean Mullins, I think his name is. She really loved that song.
Okay, is that called Lullaby or something?
Yeah, and I've actually been listening to it a lot in the CD.
Okay. Oh, well, she heard you listening to Lullaby. She's been with you when you've been hearing it. All right? Okay, sweetheart, I'll leave you with that. Okay,
Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you. Did she want to get a tattoo?
Okay, Allison, according to James, you have a tattoo in your sister's honor. Now, what is a tattoo exactly?
It
there
is
we go.
her name with a cross, R.I.P. underneath.
And after this show, I'll tell you some other things she's telling me, which I'm not going to say on camera.
In the reading, James says, I have something personal to tell you after. Did he tell you?
Yes, he did.
What is it?
He said that he had just a feeling about something to do with her bra, and I laughed because I'm wearing a bra right now.
I don't know if you ever wanted to study medicine.
I just made that decision like 3 weeks ago, and I mean, just everything is so shocking.
I gotta ask you, what is it you hope to find today in the reading with James? What did you want to know?
Just, I didn't really believe in heaven before, and not believing in heaven just, it killed me to think that I'd never see her again. And so I wanted to come here and have him reach her, and that means that she's up there and waiting for me, and I'll see her again.
And how did you feel about your experience today? Did you find it?
Mm-hmm. I feel much better. I think it changed my life.
Really? Mm-hmm. In what way?
I just feel so much better about her being dead, and that that's not final. It's just, I couldn't imagine ever seeing her again.
Thank you so much for being here.
And thank you.
Nice to hear about your sister.
Next,
Cleansing. All my dreams have water in them.
is she drowning in a sea of dreams? What does it mean, and what can she do? The answers coming up. But first,
Is there a Robert?
My youngest son is Robert.
a father promises help from beyond to get his son out of serious trouble.
He's not going to go down the wrong street like I did.
Oh,
Next, on Beyond.
I want to come in the back row, and I want to come to a man named Walter that's here. Is that you? Is that your husband that passed over?
we were divorced. for
Okay,
a
but
short-
you know him as a husband?
Yes,
Okay.
husband, yes.
Okay. And did he know your new husband? Didn't he know him in some way?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm not going to go into it, but none of my business. But anyway, I'm telling you that there's approval of that, and he loved that. He loved that happened. I think, was he still alive when you married the other man?
No, actually, I'm not married, but
We're living with him?
Yeah.
Okay, because any wrong feelings about that are gone.
That's very important. Thank you.
I know it is, because he had to come and tell me this in the bathroom today.
He was that kind of person.
Yeah, he was. Or he is. Now, he was really funny out there, too. He was very, very funny with me. He was talking. Did he ever go to Las Vegas? Or is it something to do with Las Vegas?
He did.
Because he talked about gambling with me when I was in my dressing room. And he talked about gambling or enjoying that. And we used to have fun doing that together, you and him, okay?
Yes, that's true.
Okay. I want to tell you that this man feels very lucky. Walter feels lucky. And he keeps talking about lucky, lucky, lucky. He's always lucky, he's talking about, okay? Does that make sense?
He was lucky, yes.
Okay. Well, he's talking about giving you pearls. And he's putting them around your neck. Do you remember that?
Yes.
When he bought you those pearls?
Uh-huh.
Well, I want you to think of him, the way I want you to think of him is with the pearls. That's the memory and that's the image that he wants to leave you as you think of him. That's what he wants you to do, to think of him that way. Is there a Robert?
My youngest son is Robert.
Okay, because he wants to give love there, okay? And that must be his son then too, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Because he's been helping him out. Robert has been through some very tough times right now, okay? There's an emotional problem going on with him, and there's also he's finding himself in a business, his career type of thing. It's all at once, okay? And I want him to know I'm looking after him, and he's not going to, right, he's not going to go down the wrong street like I did.
Oh, my.
You understand?
Yes, I do.
Because he doesn't want his son to fall the same way, and he won't. And there's going to be help for his son, okay? There was a break in education with him, with his son.
Yes.
There was a break in education, he's telling me, and he was going to, I hear you. He's very loud. He's telling you that this is so real that you'll know he's helping him because Robert is going to go back to school because there's a break. He's not going there right now, but there's going to be a time when he goes back, and that's when you know it's been a success. I hope this makes sense to you.
Yes,
There's a
it
little
does.
boy around Robert also, so I'm not sure if he's a son.
No, he doesn't, but
Okay, good.
he has nephews.
Okay, well, there's a little boy around him. There's a son, the younger boy who's around him, and it's like a son to him because this is what I'm being told, and it's almost like he's a father figure to that boy, okay?
Yes, that's
this boy looks up to him as a father figure. And part of his healing, I would say, if you want to give him this message, say that his dad told him he has to be like a father to that boy because that boy looks up to him.
All right.
And he wants to be proud of him.
All right,
okay?
I'll tell him.
I'll leave you with that. God bless you.
Thank you.
I want to tell you that this man feels very lucky.
Okay, Carla, according to James, your ex-husband, Walter, was very lucky. Is that right?
That's true.
How was he lucky?
Well, he fathered 3 fabulous sons.
That's
As you could say,
lucky.
he was married to me.
Oh,
That
very
was pretty
lucky.
lucky. So, and he had a really successful career. So he had a good life.
He's talking about giving you pearls.
35 or 40 years ago, when you were engaged to get married, you know, you needed something new.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was what my husband gave me for the wedding, was a string of pearls.
His dad told him he has to be like a father to that boy because that boy looks up to him.
I think that my son needs to hear that, that his father is thinking about him. Because when somebody dies, when they're angry at you, it's very hard. It's very, very hard to ever get over that.
Yeah. Well, I think it'll be good news for him.
I think it will be too.
Thank you
I'm
so
gonna
much
call
for
him
being
when
here.
I leave.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you very much.
Next,
There's a deep sense of frustration and anxiety.
a dream doctor unravels the mysteries of the sleeping mind. Next, on Beyond.
Welcome back. Joining us now is a behavioral therapist who helps people analyze their cryptic dreams. She's also the author of Dream Power. Please welcome back to the show, Cynthia Richmond. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Great to be
it
back.
is so fun. I love talking about dreams. Now, first of all, tell me, why do people dream?
Oh, great question. We know that we need to dream to be healthy. So not just sleep is necessary, but dreams are necessary for health. If we had you in a sleep clinic and we woke you up every time we caught you dreaming, you would start hallucinating the next day, your memory would go, even if you got sleep. So dreams are an important way that we balance stress and sort of have sort of a psychic download with all the stress of the day while we're sleeping.
So it's a release as well as whatever else.
Yes.
Who goes to a dream therapist?
Everybody dreams every night, and so it could be anybody. Recently, I've been getting a lot of people who've been having nightmares. They're having a great deal of stress, worrying about the environment, worrying about potential war, worrying about that type of a threat. Makes people feel a little bit insecure, and so that can be part of it. Also, business people who are trying to make big decisions in business, and they're relying on their dreams for intuition and guidance as to which way to go.
Okay, well, we have a very excited viewer here who wants to talk to you about her dream. Her name is Sandy, and let's take a look at what her dream is.
I was sleeping on the couch in an apartment that I lived in. I awoke in my dream and saw this boy just staring at me. No expression, just completely blank and very pale and scared me to death. Frightened me like you would not believe. He kept reaching to me, like to help him, and I was compelled. I needed to help him and I didn't know why. Even though I knew that I wanted to get away from him, there was a part of me that just knew I had to help him. I felt like we were kind of sinking down, and it was into water. We started to touch, and as soon as we started to touch, my foot went inside the water, and I woke up.
Please let's welcome Sandy to the show. Okay, Cynthia, there seems to be a lot of symbolism in Sandy's dream.
And it was terrifying.
Yes,
I mean,
it
I
was very
really got
terrifying.
that. It was scary. What title would you give the dream if you had to?
Oh my God. If I had to give it a title, probably something along hell. I mean, seriously,
Hell?
it was really, really scary. It was frightening to
You
me.
actually, when you first woke up, felt that there was an intruder in the house.
I swear he was right there. He was right in front of me.
So a good thing for all of us to do when we have a dream is to give it a title, because that kind of focuses in on the main feeling of the dream, which it clearly did for you. It was terrifying. This sort of zombie-like boy is there. Now, you're a mom of 2 children. How old are your kids?
4 and 8.
So this wasn't any resemblance
No.
whatsoever to your
They
children.
were pre-children was the dream.
Oh, okay, okay. I
Yeah.
wasn't aware. Okay, now this boy needed something from you.
Right, he needed me to help him, but I didn't know exactly what he needed because he just reached out to me.
But where in your life at that time would you say that you were afraid to help somebody? Someone was coming to you and wanting something from you or needing your help, and you didn't know how to help them. Does that ring a bell?
I'm kind of like that, though. I'm kind of like that kind of person where all my friends come to me and I'm kind of like the one that I
knew that about you, and I'll tell you
Yeah.
how I knew. At the end of the dream, when there's the water, and you just touch your toes in the water, right? At the bottoms of your feet. Water is emotion, and it's cleansing.
all my dreams have water in them.
Really?
Every single one of them.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Are you someone who feels like she sort of gives to everyone else?
Yes,
And
very much so.
so it's
The water is symbolic of that?
The water is that she needs to cleanse out and stop doing for others. She's so, I would imagine, and don't let me put words in your mouth, that sometimes in your life, you get to the point where you don't know what to do anymore. You know you're not
Exactly.
taking care of yourself.
Exactly.
Nothing is really getting done as well as you want it to. There's a deep sense of frustration and anxiety and a sense of, it's my life, when is it going to be mine?
Exactly.
How can she stop this dream from happening? When someone's having a consistent nightmare over and over every night, how can they stop it?
That's a good question, because usually we don't want to remember our scary and bad dreams. We're too
Right.
frightened, so we shove them down. But the only way to make them go away is to really remember the dream, write it down, interpret each symbol. Your unconscious mind is trying to deliver a message, and it's going to
Exactly.
keep trying until you get it.
I got to say thank you, Cynthia. Thank you so much, Sandy. That was great. And thanks again to everybody in the audience. You are going to receive a copy of her book. You can look up your dreams. It's called Dream Power. It's fantastic. Thanks, everybody. We'll be right back. If you'd like a chance for a reading with James, send a letter to Beyond, P.O. Box 4399, Hollywood, California, 90078. James, there's something I'm curious about with twins. We had twins on the show today, and when one twin dies, is there a psychic connection after? Because they're known to have such a strong bond in life.
Yes,
Does it continue?
Yes, that actually came through in the reading that you said there was this connection that they had. And definitely it does. You know, we talk about soulmates, and I always believe that soulmates, the twins are definitely soulmates. And they are connected in many, many levels. And they will, you know, that twin, she'll watch over her through life and take care of her, protect her too. So we'll talk more about soulmates in another show, because it's a whole other show in itself.
good.
All right, we'll see you next time. Thank you very much.